We're here at Hot Springs Memorial Field. Of course, the initials are HOT, and we want to ask you what's hot and what's new at Hot Springs Memorial Field. Today, with me, of course, is Glenn Barentine, who is the airport director, and there is always something new happening, isn't it?
Always. It's always exciting times here at Hot Springs.
Yes, and speaking of the entryway to the airport, we're going to be seeing something new in the future, aren't we?
Yes. 2016, we decided we wanted to redo the entranceway to Hot Springs Memorial Field. After some work with the FAA and then Garver engineers, we designed just a remodel. We're going to resurface the driveway, and then we're going to add new lighting and then trees and a multi-use lane and a sidewalk to go with it.
And we have an artist's rendition. It really lends itself to sort of being a welcoming type boulevard to lead you to the airport terminal.
Absolutely. We wanted something to welcome people and visitors to the Hot Springs Airport.
So that's going to make a big difference.
I think it's going to look really good. Mm-hmm. And it also will lead on to other development to our parking lot and into the front of the airport itself.
Mm-hmm. Will it change the driving pattern at all?
No, it's just enhancing it, making it easier to remove some obstacles. So.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, so if we carry the improvements on to the inside of the terminal, what are you planning?
We're going to just basically go back and fix some stuff that was taken out there in, I think, the 70s and 80s. Put some marble back, put some marble counters back. I've been collecting a bunch of historic pictures I want to put back out there and just turn the terminal into a living, working museum. Kind of go back to retro 1940s Art Deco look.
And we're seeing that in some of the images that are popping up on the walls and some of the artifacts around.
Yeah.
We're seeing some hints of that already.
Yeah, I've been trying to collect stuff from the old control tower and from the hangars. And I'm also, if you look inside the airport right now, the lights, the fixtures are original. Now, we've updated them with LED bulbs, but they still have that Art Deco look. So we're just kind of adding to it.
And all of this, I mean, if I can refer to, it is part of the master plan update, some of the things that we've been talking about so far?
Yes. Now, the road was part of it there, and that was some of the stuff left over from the previous master plan. Now, we're going into the new master plan, which was a grant in 2016. That's going to lead us 20 years down the road. And so we're kind of doing some stuff now that was from the previous master plan, but also with this update that we're doing now will lead us 20 years down the road. And then being part of that will be some of the terminal improvements and, of course, some of the field improvements.
So you've made a lot of progress on the update to that master plan?
Yes, we've finished the inventory, the forecast, and the requirements. Now we're looking at what they call alternatives. The alternatives are the plans. And it spells out what we want to do for the next 20 years to meet the requirements of the forecast. Then the last part would be the budgetary part of it, where it shows you how to fund it and then the cost of all these.
Very good. So there are a lot of people in the community that have contributed to the work on that master plan, and I know you appreciate that.
Yes, we have a small but very vast committee that's been working with us and Garver, and I think we're getting a lot of really good inputs on everybody.
Let's talk about something exciting. Southern Airlines has really, Southern Airways rather, has really exceeded expectations, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Of course, it's no secret they were not our first choice, but they came in here, and Stan Little and Keith Sisson has done an amazing job at providing the transport that we really want here. They're dependable, reliable. When they say they're going to take off, they've been taking off. During the summer months, June, July, and August, they met 100% completion, which is, really unheard of, especially in the South with all the thunderstorms and stuff that happen here. And they made a great improvement. Our best year to date was in 2006 with Mesa Airlines flying a 19-passenger aircraft. Total passenger count was just a little over 8,000. Southern year to date with a 9-passenger aircraft has exceeded 7,500. So they're on pace to have the best year we've had in at least 16 years.
And that's in the bag because we're nearing the end of the year.
Yeah, 2 more months left, and I don't think there'll be any problem meeting that over 8,000, maybe close to 9,000.
So are there any other numbers that you want to share?
Well, just the ticket prices is something always people like to know about. If you get flight information and you schedule far enough in advance and you get those first couple of seats on a flight, they're $39. I think the most you'll pay is $79 for any flight to Little Rock.
And that's amazing. And there's no question that on social media, there's been a lot of buzz about Southern Airways and people enjoying their flights and encouraging other people to take to try the experience as
Absolutely.
well.
You're not going to have a better experience of flying. Most likely a private aircraft is what you can compare this to. And the price is unheard of. The Department of Transportation, which controls the Essential Air Service Program, they have went out for bid, and we just went through the process of selecting Southern for another 4-year contract. The city board of directors voted on sending a letter to DOT to encourage them to select Southern for our next 4 years. And we're also hoping, this is up to DOT, to add Memphis to our routes. But we'll know more about that hopefully the beginning of next year.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, I would love it.
Yes, well, Southern Airways is certainly, adds a tremendous value to Hot Springs Memorial Field overall, and of course to our city.
Absolutely. I mean, a community without air service is very limited. We bring in people from Dallas on a regular basis, and this also opens the doors for business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so much business happening as those planes go back and forth. And when you get to Dallas, you say Dallas to anywhere, right?
Absolutely, one step away from the world.
Exactly. Okay, so touching on some other things, you have grant-funded improvements going on outside the terminal as we speak.
Yes, in 2017 we got an FAA grant to start the construction of a perpendicular taxiways to our runways. This makes it safer for pilots to access our runways. In addition to this, we'll have additional parking. Because of the cost of the program or the project was over our funding for 2017, we got an additional grant for 2018 to finish up the project. We'll be finishing it hopefully in the summer of 2019.
And so we're heading towards compliance with everything the FAA wants regarding taxiways.
Yeah,
right?
we are in compliance.
Okay.
It's just this is a new design.
A new design
design
compliant.
criteria that they've put on commercial airports, which Hot Springs is. And when there's an opportunity for you to construct these new design requirements, we do it.
Very good. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I mean, that's a lot going on right now.
There's always something going on. Right now it's kind of our quiet period. We're catching up from the mowing. And then we're just getting ready for Oaklawn to start in January.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner, right after the holidays. So, we're ready, open the doors all the time. The airport is growing and it's doing really good. One of our best years to date.
Well, you can see that and you can sense that as you come into the terminal. There's a sense of pride, there's a sense of progress, and we know there are great things will be happening as we head into 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And next week we'll bring you more city news.